You had the film.
Well, most of us out there in the trailer park had those, but all these fancy people had
What are
their
you talking
digital
about?
cameras.
Digital cameras? There's such a thing as digital cameras? Hey everybody, welcome to the Thick and Thin Podcast. I'm Jacob.
I'm Drew.
I'm Bradley.
Hope it's good for you.
Because it was for us. Well, maybe.
What's up everybody?
It's the Improv Jokers.
How's it going?
I just hate freaking customer service.
Oh, that took way too long. So we came to the studio to record some podcasts for you all. And Drew, speaking of his phone from last week, he had to get a new phone, of course.
Because I have a job now.
Yeah, so we got a new phone and we had to set it up, and my God, it took forever.
If you're going to be a customer service representative, at least talk clearly.
It's all the outsourcing.
What do you mean?
All the companies outsource to foreign countries, and they don't even deal with it.
It'd be nice, though, to have a guy who What'd they give us that for? That number?
I have no idea. So what's been new?
Absolutely nothing besides me and my phone.
That's it? That's all your life has entailed?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Not a lot going on.
Well, I'm going to tell a story then.
Oh.
Since you're not talking very much for some reason. It's like, why does this happen?
Well, what are we supposed to be talking about?
Anything. It's the podcast. You should know this by now. We talk about literally anything on here.
Like squirrels and guys dealing heroin?
That's the next one. Or this one if it turns out to be.
Okay.
We never gave the full story about me getting my wisdom teeth out. Or what happened.
Yes.
And I think this would be a good time to do it.
Sure. Yeah.
So it all started,
Mm.
what, 3 weeks ago now?
I don't know.
I think it was.
But
But
Wednesday the 29th.
28th,
9th,
29th, whatever.
29th. I know it better than you. I had that tracked down. I had people everywhere,
But yet you didn't come over.
I was really pissed.
You came after I got home and slept for a while.
Yeah, that sucks because they didn't really drug you up any. They just...
No, they put me into sedation, not general anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
Which, yeah, it wasn't as crazy
No,
as it would have been.
It's better to drug them up when they get their wisdom teeth removed. Fucking Minnesota might as well just put some snow in their mouth and call it good.
But I went in to the doctors, and every time I go to the doctors, I'm always kind of worried about the weight.
Go ahead.
Why?
I don't know.
But I'm always worried about, like, being weighed, because I'm a heavier set guy, and it's self-consciousness.
Okay.
But I lost 10 pounds.
Not again.
No, they don't know this. I didn't say it on air or anything.
You actually have said it before.
To you, I know I have.
No, you've said it on here before, I think.
What? No. We haven't had a podcast since this happened.
I think you said it in a video.
We haven't had a video since then either.
No, like when we had pre-recorded.
We didn't have anything pre-recorded.
Well, not anymore, because my phone committed self-death. But
But I was happy that I lost 10 pounds in like 5 months. It was a good feeling. And I knew the worst part of it all would be getting the IV. And it was. I hate it. I've never had an IV done till this point. And it's the worst thing ever. Even when I get blood drawn, when I do get blood, I don't give blood because I can't.
oh.
Because I'm not going to go through that pain just to save someone's life. So.
When I got... Well, sorry, go ahead.
No, what?
Oh, when I got my blood drawn, yes, it was easy and everything else, but my lady, she was not... I think the people they have come to the high school are not very qualified.
Duh.
The
it's
lady
the high school.
Like she was shoving the needle in me as she was grabbing her phone like over here. So she was like Stretch Armstrong getting her phone and shoving a needle into my arm.
Why was she getting her phone?
Because it was ringing.
Let it ring.
No, she had to stab a teen and answer the phone at the same time. God, I don't know. I still haven't got that paper. I want to know what blood type I am. That's the only reason I gave blood.
Yeah, I don't even know myself.
Mm.
They pricked me once here, didn't get it. They pricked me once here, didn't get it, because the veins vanish or roll. They see it, it's gone. So they brought down an ultrasound. Did I tell you this?
Yes.
I did?
And
Yeah,
you
they
told them
brought
that
down
you
an
weren't pregnant.
ultrasound, and they found the vein, and they put it in finally, and it was all good. And then I remember hearing she goes, "You're going to feel a cold sensation." I didn't feel no sensation. I was out, which is what I wanted. I wanted the IV in and out. I didn't want to deal with anything after that. So, It only took like 45 minutes too, which was interesting. I thought it'd take a lot longer.
Mm-mm. No, they go in there and they go,
Yeah.
yeah.
But they left my roots in the bottom because it was so close to the nerve of my jaw that if they would have went for it, I might have been paralyzed in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Not have been good. Either that or the roots were in the jaw, one of the two. That looks weird in my camera, but
Jesus.
what? So the top ones are fully out, but I remember vaguely in a haze them putting the ice pack on my face, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, it feels good. And then like I was asleep again. And then mom and grandma came in, and I was like really lightheaded, and I was kind of loopy then. I didn't take a nap. They was really like, "Are you up?" Anesthesiologist came like, "Okay, cool. You're not pregnant anymore. Okay, go." And then we got in the car and left. It wasn't like anything I was thinking it would be at all.
Did you get milkshakes?
So what's been happening in your life, Drew? Come on, give me something.
Like I said, dude, absolutely nothing.
But it's been forever since we've done a podcast.
Yeah. Bradley left.
It's weird, isn't it? That he's gone?
Uh,
It feels weird to me.
how'd we get through this last year?
Because we didn't do the channel every Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. It's kind of
We
just...
didn't start that till like 3 months ago.
No, it's been...
Or whatever. It's
Did
been
we get
this
50
year.
subscribers in 3 months?
No. We've been at this for a year almost.
Fucked.
But, like, the whole idea of how this started was Bradley's Basket. That was the first Improv Jokers video.
Mm-hmm.
The rest was just goofing around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Are we going to get him a basket this year?
I think we should do something different, like a lot worse.
Remember what I said, the drink of mistakes?
There's that.
Because have you seen those videos where people do, like, the world's mintiest drink, and they put all the things they can find that are mint into a blender, and then they drink it?
Yeah, it's not
And
good.
then there's all that stuff. That could kill you, probably. But
Probably.
no. With Bradley, we'll just put some lighter fluid, some Dijon, apple juice, milk,
Yeah,
Munimade.
because lighter fluid can't kill you.
No? What's worse than that?
Oh, it's not like we're going to come into the bottle of him drinking. But
little Brian and little Joseph.
I don't really want to say it on the podcast because he'll watch it. He's been watching what's going on the channel. After he watched Child's Play.
Did he watch Child's Play?
No, we're going to make him.
I won't do it, man.
You won't? I won't
That
either,
is
but I'm
the
going to do it
worst
for
horror.
this.
I can watch any horror movie because my brain can click and then start making fun of the movie. I can't make fun of a movie that's literally making fun of horror. Child's Play is the worst thing ever. I hate Chucky.
But you don't mind my ventriloquist dummies.
No, because it's Jeff Dunham. But
No, they're not.
But that little freak is horrible. I hate Chucky. I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, I hate Chucky.
I can understand why. Because I do too.
Mm-hmm.
But
And then, yeah. But no, I can deal with mostly everything else. You gotta remember, we don't have much of a budget, man.
I know.
Where are we gonna get handcuffs?
Dollar store.
But he can just go, kink.
Yeah.
If he can Falcon Punch a radio, he can...
Oh my god.
If he can Falcon Punch... I whip punched. If he can Falcon Punch a radio. No. Yeah, we might as well just get him the fuzzy pink one so it doesn't hurt when he breaks.
Oh, speaking of Vine stuff,
The Vine
know-
podcast.
we should do that. Because that's a good idea. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
But when we were scrambling to... What?
Sorry, pardon the clap. Besides Vine podcast, what about Vine reaction? We go through
This is
and we
where I
watch...
was going until you interrupted me.
Oh, great minds think alike. Go ahead.
When we were in this crisis of trying to find an upload last week,
Mm-hmm.
the day we're recording this,
Yep.
I tried like 3 times to be like, it's me, the lonely Joker, and since I'm the editor and I kind of have nothing to edit, I'm just going to do a try not to laugh and with this video. It was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, try not to laugh or not.
So bad
Because
for both me and the videos.
Because you see everything already. You
But-
have to find good stuff that's new, otherwise it sucks.
I found stuff.
That's why Reddit's good.
Reddit, also TikTok, that have the same feel as Vines.
Yes, but TikTok will never replace Vine. Vine is a
No,
pile of
that's
garbage.
very true.
Mhm.
But
Not Vine. I said Vine's a pile of garbage. TikTok is a piece of garbage.
it is
That's why Bradley posts on there.
because he's a piece of garbage. Exactly. 2 and 2 makes 1.
Do you know you can drink You can't drink your own urine.
Yeah, you can.
Are you sure? Mythbusters said you can't.
You can, though. It's sterile.
That was a disgusting turn.
You know other podcasts
Yes. I do know other
bring on
podcasts.
guests on their
There's
shows.
this, yeah, and if you look to your right, there's an open chair.
There is.
Yeah.
No one wants to come on our podcast. Not
We're telling you
soul.
guys, comment, and we will bring you here.
This is the best thing you can ever do with your life.
Think
is
about
come
it.
and join us.
You'll be famous like us.
You'll be like so famous.
I know at least, maybe, this guy looked at me and I think he thought I was famous.
I get recognized in public all the time.
Screw off, you're Jacob Woody.
Not because of this, just because I'm Jacob Woody. That's exactly it.
God, you have such a fame on you, dude. Like,
Why?
I've seen small children that recognize you. It's scary.
Why though?
Like, people will come up to me. I'll be at, like, the pool, because, yeah, gotta go to the pool, because that's the only thing you can do in fucking Lake Park.
Yeah, that's all you got.
But I'll be at the pool or something, and this, like, little kid will come up to me and be like, how's Jacob doing? I've watched your videos, and I'll be like, what? You've watched, huh? And then they'll be like, yeah, I watched the one where Bradley jumped in the snow. I'll be like, oh, cool. And then I'll slowly, like, creep away, because I don't give a rat's ass. Because the only reason all those people watch those is because Bradley's in his damn underwear.
And my clickbait was Bradley stripped.
Yeah. Hey, you should. Isn't it podcast one or is it Bradley's Basket that's got the most views? I think it's
The first podcast.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't understand why people like me so much.
I don't know.
I don't get it.
You're a likable character. You should go into
Into what?
I don't know. I forgot the word. Because it literally 5 words like bounced off my head. I got retail, advertisement, cosplay, comedy. Words were like, what can people do for money?
Wow. Okay.
So I don't know.
Well,
Should be a stripper. We can work at
should be.
Chippendales.
Wow.
Chris Farley, that shit.
Oh wow.
No
yeah.
one knows who that is anymore.
It's sad.
Mhm.
He was a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer John Candy more, but that's just me.
Mm. Living in a van down by the river.
It's like everyone knows him about that though. It's the only thing he's really known for now.
I actually know a couple people who know Tommy Boy, sorry.
Perfect. Fat guy in a little coat.
Why do we need phones?
What do you mean?
Why do we need them? I lasted 4 or 5 days without one. Not really. Like, I didn't need it. I've been fine without it.
It's just a necessity. And no, I'm
No,
sorry.
Well,
Not. Wait.
yeah, it's weird. What's the word? That's what I'm trying to think of. It's not a necessity. It's a need. It's a want.
It's more. It's totally a want.
Well, we've been built around them.
Exactly.
People think they need them in their lives, but the problem is, you can't do much without one. But you can. It's all about the way you think about it.
Yeah.
We need John Stone here right now, but no.
We should have picked him up.
We should have, but no. I believe, like John Stone says, he will be perfectly fine without a phone. He will have one phone, and it'll be a landline. That's all you really need, because the only reason we have those is to take pictures and social media. We have them for nothing else. Because when do you ever see somebody talking on the phone anymore?
Well, other than us old souls.
We got the phones in the cars now and everything else. That's actually an old thing that came back.
Yeah, it was like in the 80s it started.
Yep, people have died.
Left and then came back.
Because they got those bricks that you could carry around now instead. But no, it's opened my eyes. Like, now we're getting wholesome. To all you out there, just, like, I don't know, do it for a couple hours or so. Just throw your phone across the room and break it, and just don't go on it, It's probably going to be broken, Just as hard as possible, throw it at a wall, because you don't need it. I feel like we're going to get some calls about this. No. But no, I'm being serious. But being serious now, like, shut it off for a couple hours of the day. Go outside, do something. It's summer. Go out and do something. Most people already are. But these people out there who are just hooked onto these things and they see the world through a screen and it's stupid. Like,
thanks, Dad. No, really. Because, I mean, if you go out... here's what really irritates me.
Well, go ahead. Sorry, I'm very sorry.
Because when you go out, like, to eat at a restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
and a family comes in, and the kids are on a damn iPad
Yep.
playing games.
They don't talk anymore.
And they're like 5 years old.
If they do it, it's to shut them up.
Yeah. If you're that bad of a parent,
Mm-mm.
don't bring them anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of them even. Adopt them. If you're going to treat your kid like he's just a little pet,
Mm-hmm.
what's the point? Like, treat it like it's a human. Like, why do you have to put it up against a screen for hours on end?
Another thing is, we've got so accepted to being on it day after day with streaks. That's something to get
Oh
you on
my
there day after
God.
day. That's why I'm literally scared to re-download Snapchat on my phone, because I know as soon as I download it, I'm gonna get boom, 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 boom. Sorry about the banging. My phone is gonna start like blowing up because people are gonna freak out. I know it's because they're worried because I haven't.
Like, Drew, you okay? Drew,
You're
Drew,
the only
Drew.
person I've talked to in the last 5 days because my phone has been kablonked. But literally, streaks are what keep you on that app. If you didn't have streaks, you wouldn't be on it a lot. Like, I've talked to people, the only reason they go on there is for their streaks sometimes. That's why I probably won't even download it again. You just need to, what it is you need to break your mind away from it. Because if it's still available to you, you'll talk yourself out of it. It's a lot of willpower. Another thing is, just get rid of it. Don't think about it, stuff like that. Because if it's there, you will go on it. But, literally for 5 days, the first day, I was going insane. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my streaks. I'm going to lose my streaks. Somebody let me use their phone. I'm going to lose my streaks. And nobody could remember their damn password. But I was freaking out about that. And then the next day, I was like, does it really matter? I've already lost them. And then I thought about, do I really even need a phone anymore? And I start thinking like that, and it's just like we've gotten that attached to social media and everything else.
Incredibly.
Mhm.
You know what I wish? One of these days, smartphones will be recalled.
You mean
We'll be
EMP?
back to flip phones.
I
Because not a lot of people could deal with flip phones.
My dad almost got mad at me because I said I was going to buy a flip phone instead of one of those.
Really?
The only reason, one of the reasons he wants me to have one of those is so I can take pictures. Because we'll go out and we'll get this huge fish, and that little crummy phone that he has can't take a picture, so we'll chuck it back and we'll never see it again. Pictures, and then also,
It's a fish.
I don't know, but I actually wanted to get a flip phone, but then I thought again, Snapchat. It's just this stupid thing.
It's social media.
Another thing
It's
is
ingrained itself so much into the smartphones that you can't get rid of it.
Another thing I was thinking about was, if I get a phone, how am I gonna if I can't get a flip phone? Well, if I get a flip phone, how am I going to watch YouTube? That was one of the things, too.
YouTube's big.
We start watching other lives and not focusing on our own. We concern ourselves more with what's on that screen and around us more than what's around us. And it's just, I don't know. Look at what we got now. 10 years ago, we would have been outside, I don't know, throwing rocks.
10 years ago, we were outside playing with cars or Pokemon. At your old picnic table in your yard.
Yes. When life
Either
was
that
simpler.
or going to the pool, and then during the break, go to Jeff's to get a sandwich.
Yeah. I miss having the mindset I had back then. Now this thing is so dirty, encrypted, and just full of garbage.
It's toxic.
It sucks because you don't have a pure mind anymore. And a lot of the big things is self-consciousness. Those things make us feel so bad about ourselves and everything else. Because what you see is when they have those big devices like that, they can the big people can broadcast anything they want to anything because they have the money and they have the power. Well, it's just like presidential alerts and everything like that. Those are all linked. And you'll have people that'll go, when you send something, it disappears. No. And Snapchat shoved that in our faces a while ago with the update that was memories, Snapchat memories. Last year, November 7th, you put this picture on your story. And you think to yourself, I never saved that or did anything with it. But of course, Snapchat has that. And they rub that in their face because they know for a fact they aren't going to lose followers. People are too hooked.
Yeah.
It's a literal problem. Me, John, and Ansel will get bored during classes and stuff we'll literally talk about. What would happen if a cellular EMP was to go off? People would go berserk because you wouldn't be able to do anything, and they would go insane because they would have nothing to do. Because I've literally caught myself doing it too. I'll be at the store and I'll get all my work done and stuff, and I'll be standing around, and the first thing I go for is to reach into my pocket because it's there and available. But I've been doing that for the past days, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? I could go fix a shelf or go talk to somebody, and I'm sitting here about to pull out Flappy Bird on my damn phone.
It's the same thing when like your phone dies.
Yes.
You're like, God, it's dead.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a force of habit now because you check it. You're like, okay.
And it's caused problems. Flappy Bird, a guy murdered his brother over a score.
Oh my God.
But no, another thing is, they were talking about video games too, like video games and consoles like stuff. The reason we are so hooked on that is because they give us a, what's the word? I don't know. They make us feel. You know what I mean?
Endorphin.
That and they I'm just gonna say award. They award us. Like with those games, you get awarded the score, you get awarded the prize, the icon, the badge, and that makes you feel like you have a purpose. And that's why people get so connected is, hey, I'm so close, I can do this and this. And that is why people are so connected nowadays. There's actually a thing on the news. Fortnite has become such a problem now.
Oh my God, it's unbelievable.
But no, a woman, to get her son off of his, I think it was a PlayStation. Get off his PlayStation. She locked it in her car, so he couldn't get it. Like it was that much of a problem. She had to lock it in his car.
Oh my God.
He broke the window with a rock to get it out of her car.
No way.
He broke the window on the car to get it out.
That is unbelievable.
Because they're that addicted. Like this 11, 10, 12-year-old kid broke the window and got the PlayStation out of the car because his mom wouldn't let him play on it. Remember Mario Kart?
I love Mario Kart.
I love the simpler days.
Like when the original Wii.
No, the thing I missed was
Nintendo, the Super Nintendo.
that and DSs. DSs were fun.
DS.
I'd rather have a DS than a phone.
You know what I think what's happened with it is our etiquette cannot catch up with the amount of technology we have. Because not even 15 years ago, there was a proper way of answering the phone on a landline. Like I don't know about you, but it was like, Woody's residence, Jacob speaking, how you doing?
My landline was just food center. How can I help you?
Well, yeah, and then they'd say it like, is your mom home? Yeah, 1 second. Mom! And then she'd come to the phone, and then there you go. But now...
Or you'd run on the hardwood and fall on your ass and start crying over the phone.
What?
Oh, yeah, you'd have the hardwood floors or the linoleum floors, and you'd be in your socks, and you'd go and you pick up the phone.
Well, at this point, I had carpets. I didn't have linoleum.
You'd run into the room, and you'd fall on your ass, like crawl there, but no.
But now it's like, it's so much... We're like back to hieroglyphics.
It's all handed to us.
Yeah. Wow, this went a different road. I kind of like it, though, because I didn't have to talk much. Because I'm usually the one who has to really, really talk.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Thank you for the rant.
The thing that opened my eyes was not having that for 5 days and realizing I don't need it.
Yeah.
I almost was scared. Like I said, I was scared to buy that because that's going to go right into my pocket, and 5 minutes later, it's going to come right back out. And it's just a problem. But you can't do anything about it because...
No.
Well, Jon Stone, he gets so ridiculed all the time, like, you're crazy. And it's just, he's not the one who's crazy. You're the one who, And, well,
Because, wait, how old were you when you got your first cell phone?
I was actually held back a lot. Thank you, Papa. But, I think like 10.
10? About the same for me. And it was a track phone. It was a flip phone track phone.
Oh, I didn't get a flip phone.
But I remember having a flip phone that couldn't take pictures.
No, you don't.
There was a time where phones didn't have pictures. Can you imagine that now?
Because you don't need them.
No, you had the film.
Well, most of us out there in the trailer park had those, but all these fancy people had their digital cameras.
Digital cameras? There's such a thing as digital cameras?
I remember I had a Polaroid.
I never had those, but I had the film ones where you had to take them into Walmart and get them developed. And you were always scared if you took a wrong picture, and because people would look at the pictures. Like if your mom took a picture of you sleeping naked or whatever it was, or like you're sick and you have your butt out of the blankets, people would see it. So like you were paranoid of what you would be taking. No. Cause I remember the day where I didn't do streaks. That wasn't even a thing.
I remember the day I didn't need Snapchat. Wait, what was my reason for? I remember my reason for getting Snapchat. I'm not gonna say it on the podcast.
Women.
Yeah.
Just say that.
That's how everybody gets.
A woman made me get Snapchat.
That's the reason you get Snapchat, because you think, hey, they're
Yeah.
asking for it.
Like, you should get Snapchat. I want to send pictures to you. Like, okay.
And then I remember, I still think about how, like, when you found that old picture of Bradley, I thought, Jesus Christ, it's been that long.
Right.
He's not here right now. It'd be funny to talk about this with him. I still remember the first day we ever met him.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was that day the picture was taken.
Yeah, that for a contact photo. It was long time, like young, when we were all kids, and I literally remember what went down because he was playing outside
And we were doing
At
like
the
a
blue-
hide and seek
yeah.
type of deal.
at the apartments, and he was hanging outside, and he saw our flashlights, and he's like, "What are you guys doing?" And then we just hung out with him, because back then you could hang out with anybody. Nowadays, you got to be scared. You got to be like, "Watch out, who you're talking to," like, because I remember we hung out. Remember when we hung out by the streetlight till like 1 a.m?
That was like one of my favorite nights.
Because
We do that.
we all, back when he used to live in the blue apartments, we literally lived in a triangle.
Yeah.
It was my place, your place, and then his place across the
Exactly.
street. And it was awesome. But then he moved because he had to be a little bitch
And
and
then
get
your
a
mom
house.
moved.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just there still.
You moved.
Technically, yeah, I guess. But my house is still there.
Wholesome podcast.
Well, you know what's interesting is I feel this is the first real podcast.
Yeah, most of his
It's almost an hour.
What?
That's what I mean by a real podcast. We're at 50 minutes.
Oh my god. How I don't want to, like, I'm being completely serious when I say that. I hope you know I could never bring back any of that information I said about phones. That was... No, we should end it because I really have to use the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. I might join you because I kind of do too.
Let the urine flow through you.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm going to break everything I just said and go see if my phone actually activated. But I don't know.
All right.
Stay strong, everyone.
We'll see you in the next one. Thank you
Bye-bye.
for watching. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Thick and Thin podcast.
Hope it wasn't that bad. See you in the next one.
Bye.